You're married. Get him off. Get in there. That's dirt, nigga. That's dirt. Hey.
But you can't be composed when a man's talking to you like that. Like, you know, I mean, me and you, who couldn't fight our way out of a wet paper bag, shouldn't allow another man to talk to us like that.
Ridiculous, and you see these scuffles and all this nonsense at press conferences, and that is where it goes.
Shakur Stevenson erupted after the press conference when tensions with Teofimo Lopez boiled over. Triggered by a remark that crossed an unforgivable line: disrespect towards Stevenson's mother. The anger on Stevenson's face was raw and unmistakable, showing this was far more than posturing or showmanship. What unfolded was pure emotion spilling into chaos, turning the moment into one of the most explosive and unforgettable press conference scenes boxing has seen in years, leaving fans stunned and the fight world buzzing.
That's my mother. Where my mother at? No! Somebody touch my mother. Come here. No! Don't touch me. Where's my mother? Hey, find his mom. Find his mom. Find his mother now.
Eddie Hearn isn't mincing words, making it clear this moment crossed a serious line when Teofimo Lopez disrespected Shakur Stevenson's mother. The reaction was instant, and Hearn's comments captured the tension perfectly, emphasizing that this wasn't scripted drama, but raw emotion ready to explode. Shakur's response wasn't just understandable, it is inevitable, and the boxing world hasn't stopped buzzing about the chaos that followed.
When someone shoves you like that, when someone starts talking about your mum, no man, like, look, I'm a complete pussy, right? If you start talking about my mum and all this other stuff, I'm going to have a pop at you. I can't fight, but I don't care. I'll have a right go. And you're talking about the world heavyweight champion. If you start talking to him like that, if you shove him like that...
Frank Warren cut through the chaos with blunt clarity, reminding everyone that this isn't the street sits boxing and only the fighters belong in the ring. While the pre-fight drama may be fiery, Warren stressed it's meant to be controlled and strategic, not reckless brawling. Yet the tension remains undeniable as fans continue buzzing about how that heat will finally explode once the opening bell rings.
Well, this is not a gang fight. You know, the only two have been fighting are the boxers, and save it for the night. They don't get paid. They don't get paid to fight before the fight.
The moment captured the raw chaos of combat sports, serving as more than a simple stare down, and instead feeling like a tense prelude to war. When fighters clash before the bout, it amplifies adrenaline, ignites fan excitement, generates instant headlines, and while the rules may be tested, the drama fuels anticipation, reminding everyone that in boxing, emotion and aggression are just as much a part of the spectacle as the skill displayed inside the ring.
On stage, their face-off? Of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game.
Dave Caldwell points to the moment everything shifted. When physical contact crossed the line and turned a press conference into explosive drama, it was no longer just showmanship, but a collision of respect and rising tension that sent fans talking, social media buzzing, and pundits weighing in, magnifying the rivalry and promising a fight where every punch will carry the weight of that. Pre-fight confrontation.
That because that's a little bit naughty, because I know it's all, you know, fun and games at press conferences, but when you lay your hands on another man's face, whether there's an egg in it or not, you've laid your hands on his face.
Johnny Nelson didn't hold back, calling the incident reckless, foolish, and borderline humiliating, saying stunts like that on fight week belong in amateur hour, not professional boxing. As officials scramble to decide how to handle the fallout, fans are left shaking their heads. While Stevenson's pre-fight aggression embarrassed Teofimo Lopez and turned what was supposed to be a routine press conference into a viral spectacle.
To make the way how he's done it, you know, on the morning of a fight, it's just wrong. It's dangerous, and the board are now in a situation where they think, shit.
How many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by it.
Simon Jordan reminded everyone that while boxing has always embraced a wild edge, this moment still stunned many, with face-to-face confrontations instantly escalating tension and forcing fans to question where discipline ends and entertainment begins. Chaotic and messy as it was, the incident only added fuel to the fire, leaving the boxing world wondering just how far Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez will push boundaries before the opening bell.
I thought it was a stroke of genius, personally. I don't see there's any harm in it. You know, this is the entertainment business that we live in now, and if you're not going to be entertained...
right here, man. So, honestly, nevertheless, man, I see it as, look, when they presented the fight with Devin and all that, a lot of things that came in my way, but it all happened in perfect alignment. Devin didn't have no motion. As I was saying earlier, Shakur has motion. He did his thing. He looked outstanding against William Cepeda at the Louis Armstrong Stadium. And this is what you guys need. This is what boxing needs. This is why we're here. We're here to...
Duke McKenzie wasn't offended, calling the moment a stroke of genius and saying that in today's boxing world, entertainment is just as important as skill. He described Stevenson's press conference move as calculated chaos, designed to grab headlines, fuel drama, and send anticipation for the fight soaring, proving that in modern boxing, the story sells just as much as the...
Shut him up, bro. Teo not on this level. Teo is a high-level fighter, but he's not on my level. I'm an elite-level fighter, and come January 31st, I'm sure.
Expect that from Chisora. I'm not going to lie, when it happens, I laughed my head off. I absolutely laughed my head off. I did too. I thought it was quite poetic. I thought, what happened?
Teofimo Lopez cranked up the tension with a bold declaration that set the stage for an all-out pre-fight war, mixing threat with strategy and projecting confidence, control, and calculated chaos. Positioning himself as the orchestrator, Lopez claimed the narrative before the first punch was thrown, turning the moment into psychological warfare aimed at unsettling Shakur Stevenson and igniting the crowd. It was more than bravado, ensuring this fight is about more than skill. It's a battle of egos, mind games.
For the casual fans, do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens.
But everybody's weight situation and weight making situation is unique to them. There's weight classes for a reason. I know some people are going to two extreme lengths. I don't know, I can't comment on it. I wish him to be safe and well, like I wish every fighter, but that's...
Shakur Stevenson doesn't hold back, letting his confidence radiate in a way that borders on intimidating, framing himself as untouchable and a cut above. Teofimo Lopez, while setting a psychological trap before the first bell even rings, fans can't look away. Analysts dissect every word. And the press conference transforms into a prelude to a headline-making showdown, where every gesture, smirk, and phrase carries weight. Stevenson's statements go far beyond hype. They are a challenge, a warning, and a bold declaration of dominance. Staking his elite status publicly and forcing Lopez into a corner mentally, escalating the tension and setting the stage for a fight that will be as much about mind games as it is about punches.